Now at this point, once you have signal into the console, for instance, if we're mixing, this is a mixing session using pre-recorded tracks, we can manipulate it. So as we're listening, you know, we can turn our equalizer on. The bottom button on our equalizer section here is labeled EQ in. And if I go ahead and turn that on, you'll notice that some red lights light up indicating that we have signal coming into and out of our EQ circuit. So at this point I can boost some low end. All of these knobs are labeled, right? So you have a high shelf, a high mid semi-parametric band where we can adjust the frequency and the gain of that filter.
You can't adjust the Q though.
No, the width is not adjustable.
Okay.
Okay. Then you have a low mid band where you can adjust again the frequency and the gain of that filter, up or down in decibels, and then a low shelf. Now there are some other buttons here, and they'll adjust the center frequency of your low shelf, whether or not you want it at 120 hertz or 60 hertz, as well as the top shelf, and whether or not you want it at 8 kilohertz or 12 kilohertz. So 12 kilohertz is depressed if you want to add some more high end, and 60 hertz is undepressed or up, and 120 hertz is depressed. So I'm going to keep it at 60. Then there's also a low frequency roll off or a high pass filter or low cut filter at 80 hertz that you can turn on and off as well.
And that's just on and off.
That's correct. That's just on and off. It's not variable. No, it's just an 80 hertz roll off that you can have on or off. So high pass.
So you can boost your 60 hertz low shelving filter, and then you can turn on your 80 hertz high pass filter,
right,
and negate each other.
Well, yeah. So funny enough, one of the famous aspects of this equalizer design and the Trident design. So Toft was one of the designers of the Trident consoles. This is based off of the 80 series Trident consoles.
Okay.
Now, the EQ on the Trident series consoles is kind of different than almost any other EQ. The story is, instead of creating a circuit that was clean electronically or cheap to make, they actually went through and meticulously decided this resistor sounds better, this capacitor sounds better, this inductor sounds better, and they created an equalizer circuit that became really well known for just its sonic quality. I should say, in addition to that feature, what they've also done is each individual band of the EQ actually changes how the other ones sound. So if you have a low shelf on and you manipulate the low mid, it will actually change the way that the low shelf filter affects the sound.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like a musical instrument in and of itself, where it's very intuitive, but it also
everything is interdependent.
If you change one, it also manipulates the other in some fashion.
Okay.
Yeah,
like guitar tone controls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
On your guitar amp there.